What up, Duke?
Good afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you. Hey, these are yours truly, the brothers, the intelligent, the guys with the wisdom, the Negus, the kings, the princes. First off, of course, I'm Friend Zone Ed. Want to say hello. God bless you. Hope you're being healthy. Who else we got on the mic? We got Don.
Hey, what's going on? This is Don right here.
All right, we got Don. All right, Don. He's rocking that nice hair. We're going to get on that later. Hey, Mike. We got Mike on the line?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. What's up, Friend Zone?
Hey, how you doing, bro? Hide your wallet, ladies and gentlemen. Mike is in the house. And then we got Bobby. Bo, how you doing?
Oh, shit, hold on.
You got Bob in this thing.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, man,
hey, what happened?
It's too early for that shit.
We got to take him
What's going
off. We gave him too much power. What the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? This is that shit we talking about. Bald head assassin. So, Bo got off the plane. He got off the plane and was like, where that fire at? Who got that gas?
What hose? What hose? Who got the gas?
Hey, who got the hose? Hey, police was following you the whole time, wasn't they?
Police.
Yo, hey, I see Eric's trying to get on. He just sent a message. So if somebody want to save it, this Negro going, he tried to FaceTime me during the call. I hung up on him.
Hey, send him the meeting ID and the password.
You put it on there.
I just sent it to Chuck, so we'll see if he log in also.
Yeah.
That's how I got it. I had to go back in Marco Polo and screenshot that shit.
See, Bobby, you know, we roast you for being the slowest person in the group every day, and you are not. You know what I mean?
Really?
Well, yeah, behind your back.
That's,
most of this shit happened behind your back.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to get a belt, man. We're gonna have a championship. We're gonna have to fight every once in a while.
We're gonna have to fight, man. Cause look, you got a background, but guess what we see in Mike's background? It's a goddamn raggedy ass ceiling fan that keeps shaking. You know. Mike look like he had his auntie house.
Hey, I
Mike look like he had his auntie house and his uncle won't cut his hair.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Bring your ass outside, Mike.
We got motherfucking jokes.
Hey, every time we be like, Uncle, what? I know you want to cut your hair? Goddamn, give me a minute. Hey, shit. Oh, B2B head, boy. You need the boosie fade, don't you?
Oh, man.
Hey, look, man. Shit real out here, Ed.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I mean, Ed, look, you gotta stop playing with me, man.
Hey, I feel like you got that fire. I feel like that.
Hey.
See, I'm not even prepared for y'all.
Hey,
I ain't got number improv. I ain't got number improv. All right, let's go ahead and get into it because we got some guys coming in. They're going to come in late. My first conversation starter, I want to talk about, of course, we are in the time of COVID. All right, we're here. This is COVID area. Everybody's wearing masks. It is historic. I know stocks are down. Even my black ass can put some money in stocks. I never did it before. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get rich like Mike. So first question I got for y'all is, what is the oh, here we go. In Rome. What is the craziest thing that
you needed it wrong, man. You definitely needed it wrong.
What's the craziest thing
this is historic though, man.
So far? Like with your own eyes, what's the craziest thing you've seen in this last 3-4 weeks?
Oh man, let me go. So I'm up in what's that? I'm in Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I go to Walmart, and the lady, she has her fucking gloves on. You know what I'm saying? She got a mask on. She got a fucking house flipper things on, the little booties that you put on your feet. She got them shits on. And so she goes in her wallet with a motherfucking a Lysol wipe. She grabs her credit card with a Lysol wipe. Now, mind you, she wearing gloves. She grabs the card with a Lysol wipe, put it in the machine, wiped the fucking buttons off, punched her numbers, took her credit card, wiped it off with a Lysol wipe again, put it back in the wallet, then changed her gloves.
Craziest shit I saw was Ed with some poop stains on some underwear as a mask. That's the craziest shit I've seen.
Hey, listen.
Man, what the fuck?
Hey, man. Hey, it was nothing but the Fruit of Balloons. You know what I mean? Hey.
Hey, don't you got a job now, Darren? How the fuck did you have time to do this shit?
He ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. I hope that we're gonna tell him. The craziest shit I saw, man. The craziest shit I saw just before I came in. Two things. First off, why are the buses still driving? The bus driver is driving an empty bus with a mask on, but I can't go get a damn new tag for my car. Second thing I saw today was two women walking in the grocery store with elevation mask on. Elevation mask.
Yeah. You know the motherfucking Don't worry about it, Bobby. You don't worry about it.
Yeah, Bobby don't work out. So he don't know nothing about that.
Hey. Last time Bobby put on some shit, he had on a fucking weighted vest, and we went hiking. And that shit didn't go too good.
No,
that shit did not go too well. That fucking all.
Hey, so they got elevation mask.
Hey, we got Uncle E on this bitch.
What's going on, fellas?
The puppy made the hike, and Bobby couldn't.
What?
What you say?
What did you say?
Hey, so we had this little puppy with us that was fucking doing the hike too. And Bobby had his vest on.
He had no goddamn puppy with us.
Champ had a fucking puppy.
Champ didn't go with us.
Champ did go with us, and he had that.
Champ did not go with us. It was you and fucking Uncle E and me. That's it.
Okay. Well, look, when Champ get on this motherfucker, we go ask Champ. Champ
did not go. Remember, you took the damn vest halfway.
Nope. It was him, his old lady at the time, whatever her name was, and that fucking puppy.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. I can't wait till somebody else gets.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, because he was following us. That's right.
Oh, okay.
You and,
okay.
Fucking Uncle E was in the car with me, and fucking what's the name was following us? Champ was following us.
Oh, look. Y'all
Bobby, are you trying to Uber right now?
Hey, let's go ahead and welcome our late additions. We got Uncle E in the house, and we got Chuck in the house. Hey,
what's going on,
go
fellas?
ahead and
What's
hit
up?
your video button.
What's up,
Chuck? Chuck, learn how to use your damn phone, Chuck. Oh, that's the cool guy laugh. Y'all heard that?
Move, man.
Oh, man. Oh, Count Chocolate up in this motherfucker. Yo, my second question about COVID, y'all. Second question about COVID. Real question. Answer it however you want to. Why is it so hard to get minorities and black people to, because we're minorities too, but minorities and black people mostly, to go to the doctor?
So what do you say? Why are black people afraid to go to the doctor?
Why are we afraid to go to the doctor, especially in a time like this? Why is it so hard to get us to go?
All right, look, for one, so I got no money, for one. So what the fuck?
Give it to him wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Keep going. I want to chime in on that too.
Hey, so one, black people ain't got no money, man, and they don't want to spend that shit. So they like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna give a prime example.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
We can hear you. Can't see you though.
Oh,
So-
Bobby L.
There you go.
There you go.
There he is.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Charles?
So look, I'm gonna give a prime example. So my brother, his mom, she got that Rona. So I tell him, I say, hey, bro, go get checked, man. He looked at me. He was like, boy, I'm gonna go ahead and thug it out like a tank. What am I go to the hospital for? And they go shove that shit in my nose, touch the back of my throat, and send me the fuck home. I'm not about to go do that shit. I just take that charge.
You know what?
Life
That's
or
what
death.
they said though. They said if you don't show symptoms, but you knew you've been around somebody, just self quarantine yourself. And they don't want you going to the hospital because you can end up getting yourself infected and shit like that. And plus, they got already a lot to do anyway. So that's what they said, man. If he ain't showing no symptoms, let him stay at the crib. But he's still taking care of moms and shit like that.
Hell nah, he ain't taking care of his mom, man. Look, that motherfucker ain't been over there since.
Bobby, the way you smoking that black, I would never take no medical advice from you ever. ever. You smoking that bitch like, listen, cuz, you take the carburetor.
So let me chime in. Let me chime in on that whole thing of not wanting to go to the doctor. I think Mike hit it on the head, and he said it straight up and direct. But it's not just the fact that they don't have money, or we collectively, minority, Black and brown people, don't have access to good health care. So when we do go to certain places, we can't afford it. Long story short, and that's been the way that's how it's been since we were kids, more than likely, and before that. So just like a lot of things in our culture, in our community, we're cultured to do certain things, and then those things are passed down through generation. You all right? It's just a broken leg. You know what I'm saying? Walk it off. You know?
You know what? I probably had some broken limbs before.
Can I say something?
In addition to that,
Chuck, ain't no way in hell you're gonna cut off Eric.
A lot of people are afraid to know what's wrong. A lot of people are afraid to know what's wrong. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, take an STD check. You know what I'm saying?
I knew you were going to say that shit.
It's the truth. But you know, when you take that test, you nervous as fuck the whole time until you get your negative results.
Yeah.
And that's how it is with any of a lot of people, especially in the Black community. It's the truth.
Hey, look. I don't mean to interrupt, but since we talk about the Black community, Eric, why the fuck do you have a goddamn measuring shit behind you like you just got off the fucking county?
Because I did, bro. I'm thugging it. I'm a thug. I'm a thug, bro.
Yo, I got a question for Eric.
Marine t-shirt.
I have a question for Eric.
Hey, he got black eye and shit, but you should see the other fella.
Yo, I got a question for Eric.
That's the thing.
Go ahead, Chuck. Hit it, Chuck.
All right, Eric. So you talk about healthcare, right?
Yeah.
And you talk about the
I
Black.
didn't bring up the question. I was just addressing it.
No, because you put a video on Marco Polo the other day, and you mentioned about, I guess, the coronavirus and Black people not having access to healthcare and stuff like that, right? Here's the thing: with the coronavirus, a lot of people that are dying are people who have underlying health conditions. So I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, why is it that the Black community at a large percent have underlying health conditions? Now, how often do we go to the doctor? Probably not that often. Maybe we have a headache or whatever, because usually, for the most part, Marines are in great shape. So I guess my rebuttal to what you are saying, and I'm going to agree with you to a point, but at the end of the day, it's about making healthy choices, making the best decisions. That way you don't have to go to the doctor.
I get what you're saying.
As you probably should. You get what I'm saying? So
I get what you're saying, but I think you sliding off topic. The original question is, why are Black
well,
people?
I wasn't here for the original question.
Okay, so then don't chime in. If you don't know what the hell you're talking about, don't chime in then.
I'm talking about the shit. Nigga, that's the case. The shit you said on motherfucking Marco Polo.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. So I apologize, but
No, you made a good point though. You made a good point. Lifestyle has a lot to do with our health condition. The way we eat.
Let me say something.
What we put in our bodies.
It's mighty funny. They've been promoting that, not promoting, but saying that minorities are becoming the biggest percentage of people that are getting sick and are dying. Well, yeah. On the news, when people are throwing these parties and shit, and they got on the news because the police came by and had to break the shit up, it's always either Mexican or black folks. It ain't never white folks. So I'm just.
Y'all remember? Hey, y'all remember when Ed got shot and he didn't go? He didn't go to the hospital. And he had to hold him to carry him back. Y'all remember that shit? I don't know why we just don't go to the hospital.
Hey, yeah, I remember that shit. I was there.
I don't know why we just don't go.
Oh shit! Hey, go ahead, Bobby, with that bullshit you were saying.
That's some fucking bullshit. That's goddamn real shit. Hey, you saw on the news when they had to go and break up those parties and shit like that? It ain't no white folks.
Did y'all see the one in LA today where they threw the baby a birthday party and got mad at the police for breaking up the birthday party?
I saw that shit. I saw that shit. That was that shit was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous.
I ain't see that shit, but they got a motherfucker in New Orleans.
We the one that's getting the most shit.
Who gives a fuck?
So they got a motherfucker in New Orleans.
Hold on. Hey, hold up. I gotta slap Bobby with a goddamn pound of bacon real quick. Hold on.
He gonna eat it.
Pound?
He gonna eat it now.
A whole damn pound.
Applewood bacon.
I don't think I ever seen a pound of bacon.
You can't smack a motherfucker that's hungry. You gonna eat it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, Bobby. Have you seen the statistics of black people dying from the coronavirus?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
that's
so when the coronavirus first came out, what was saying?
We ain't getting it. That's white people stuff.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Coronavirus. It is real. It is getting real.
Hold up. So niggas. So am I right or wrong? When saying we can't get that shit, right?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Now
that's why they're still
doing
shit.
Shit, and a whole bunch of niggas is dying from this shit.
That's the dumbest shit that I've ever heard.
Hey,
a bunch of niggas out there fucking partying and shit. Hey, go to fucking the house.
Hey, this
niggas can die from this shit
right now.
But that's what I just said, though, man. You saying everything I was just saying.
No, you saying no.
Hey, Chuck. You know you got them little knuckles. Here come both.
Uh-oh.
Look at Ed's background, man. Holy shit.
And my motherfucking
coronavirus. Chuck, I heard you have porno hands. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Little knuckles.
Porno hands?
Yeah, when you got little hands, it makes it look big, Chuck.
Here we go.
Awesome point.
No, I just play it like that. I just play it.
No. I will be uploading some pictures tonight. I'm gonna send you some.
No, you won't. Please don't.
Hey, let's see you Photoshop those motherfuckers.
Hey, don't CC me on that shit.
You going straight to medical.
Why are dying so quiet?
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm trying to direct traffic over here. I'm switching between screens for the actual recording.
I'm just curious, Ed. Like, hey, what was going on when you was making this, man? Were you auditioning for Vendetta?
Nah, man, my child support went up. My child support went up, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, Ed, did you and your baby mama relationship get any better?
Nah, man, Bobby ain't hit it like I told him to. Bobby ain't hit it like I told him to.
Hey, Ed, why don't you go ahead and share the video?
And Doug was goddamn willing and ready, and you still didn't give him the goddamn number.
Hey, bro, I will give it to anybody. I write on the bathroom wall.
Oh shit!
Somebody treat her right, please.
Hey, just put Wagner's mom.
Please.
All right. When a nigga trying to give his baby mama away.
Ooh,
that's bad.
What you talking about? Hey.
That's bad.
What you doing here?
Get the fucking asshole. Get the fucking asshole. Hey, you know what? You can be the Hair Club for Man spokesman in a minute, you little bald head motherfucker.
You talking about Don?
Yeah, not you, Curly Sue. Anybody worry about you, little dude kid?
you kind of shiny up there, dog.
Hey,
You kind of shiny.
Hey, that motherfucker was sponging his shit up before he got on here. Boy, he look good, boy.
Ed was happy. He happy somebody else got some shit in their head.
Boy.
Hey, so somebody check their account because Jimmy said he got a stimulus check already.
Really?
God damn.
No,
Hey,
his shit was pending.
Hey, Chuck, you got yours too?
No,
Y'all-
nah. I'm afraid to check my
y'all both Trump supporters. Y'all gonna get it first.
next Wednesday.
First, yeah, that's why Jimmy got his. They knew who voted for it.
Well,
Hey, lay off the Trump supporters, goddamn it.
Hey, when Don get his check, he gonna have the tightest fade in the group. He about to get some new hair follicles. He going straight to Bosley.
real, hey, well, Ed, I bet you can smell when my check hits. I'll just say that.
Hey, I can. Yeah.
You got a damn pepper nose.
Hold on, let me see who the fuck laughing so I can roast him. All right, old nappy head Mike, you better watch yourself.
Hey, yo, Ed. Hey, Ed, you do got a goddamn double wide on you, though. Like one of the old trailer trans double wide.
Motherfucker, hey, you got a whole big diesel truck tire on your nose, motherfucker.
No.
Oh, yes, sir.
It look like Mike Tyson punched you with all his might in your goddamn face.
And your nose is cute.
Yeah.
You got a button nose?
I don't have an issue.
Don't let that lady lie to you.
I don't have a motherfucking Good job. Look at that. Good job. What up, bro?
Here, man.
Hey, what's up,
Champ? Hey, Champ.
Hey,
Hey,
Champ look like he been hiding in the closet for 2 weeks eating double Oreos.
God damn.
Bobby right there. Hey, man, where your pantyhose at? Why your pantyhose in on your face?
What did he say?
He talking to you.
What did he say?
And
He
where your
talking about your mama.
And where your pantyhose
Say it
at?
again.
Oh, my pantyhose?
What you said your pantyhose.
Yeah, man. You know them light skinned dudes. They weird, bro.
Hey, that's a motherfucking goddamn king size goddamn sheet. They motherfucker put on his motherfucking face.
I ain't even worried about it.
It looked like you got a goddamn pancake on your face. I don't know what the hell a crepe.
You
Like
gotta have a lot of fabric to go around that big ass face.
Hey, bro. Hey, this is what I was issued. You know what I mean? This is what I was issued.
Wasn't an issue that. That's a t-shirt sleeve. You cut some
Hey,
holes in it, bro.
Hey, I'd rather wear this and be able to take it off. Hey,
That dude like was wrong.
that's why the top of Mike's head look like wolf pussy. I ain't worried about it.
Hey, I have to
Bro, you got a Duke
You
kid.
don't do when you drink.
I ain't got no motherfucking Duke. Don wears a goddamn Duke. I don't wear no motherfucking Duke.
Oh, we revealed this.
Ain't no motherfucking Duke.
Oh, man.
Don wears
Hold
Hold on, what? Hold on.
He don't use Duke. He uses Murray.
Hey. How the hell my name get dragged into this shit?
He
Because
uses
you're the
Murray.
truth coming out.
Huh?
Because you got a P curl.
Hey, this ain't no motherfucking Duke. I'm sorry.
Wow, Don.
R curl, not S curl.
Wow.
Hey, Ed had the S curl.
Hey, so I got a question.
Hit it.
What's up?
So we're gonna switch topics a little bit because we ain't talking about shit right now any goddamn way. So let's talk about some more not shit. So so what are some of the things you can only do when you drink?
Well,
One night stand.
You can only eat
He has
and
a lot
fuck
of
when you
goddamn
drink,
kids that probably pay a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
throw
money
some
in
stuff out.
concert.
I'm saying it's like,
or you're alcoholic.
give me an example. Where you going with this?
I'm just asking a question. What's one of the things that's we'll put it to like this? What's more pleasurable when you drink?
We're going streaky! Yes! Come on, everybody! Come on! Snoop! Snoop-a-loop!
Sex.
Huh?
One night stands.
Did you say jacking off?
Jacking off.
Who said
Who
that?
said jacking off?
Nigga, that shit, hey, don't knock it till you try.
Fucking Champ, huh?
Fucking
man.
champ.
Oh man, and Champ already
Hey,
said
look at that
that.
nigga arms, man. He been over eating the shit out of this shit.
Yeah. Eat Oreos. Eating Oreos and beating off.
Beating off. I hope you don't use the same hand to eat your Oreos than when you do the jack off, goddamn.
Hey,
Oreos.
Hank,
Hey, honey. Hey,
what the hell are you doing?
we're streaking.
hold on. Time out.
Fucking is the best thing you can do.
Time out. So the question was, what are you most comfortable doing, or what you do when you drink?
Right.
Okay, so I know what Ed does when he drinks. So I don't know about nothing else.
So you're a cross-dresser, Ed? You cross-dressing, that's what you do?
Yeah, this is unfair.
Oh my God.
He shouldn't be able to do this.
Hey, he's just pulling out stuff from the archive. You guys gotta work for a while.
He's the only one on the computer right now, and it's not fair.
Hey, y'all all can jump on a computer, do your thing.
Ball head. All right, here we go. I got one for you. If y'all allow me to throw it in there, it's another serious one. We got to get serious every once in a while. Black men and mental health. Honestly, when's the last time you've talked to a psychiatrist or a counselor, and why did it take you so long? And when's the next time you're gonna go?
Well, shit, I've been to the wizard through the VA and shit. So, yeah.
Well, I will tell you this, Ed. I went back in like last summer. My daughter is coming in this summer, right? Whenever she can. So I'm gonna go again because I want to get some sort of anger management. Not that I'm an angry. It's just that I want to make sure that I'm able to communicate with her without causing her to rebel, if that makes any sense. So whenever she get here, we both going to go to make sure that we can communicate effectively.
Okay. So you're only doing it basically because your daughter is coming and you don't want to damage that relationship with her. But why haven't we gone before?
Me and my daughter, we can communicate effectively because right now she's starting to rebel against her mom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that same thing to happen when she comes with me. I want to make sure that she feel welcome here, you know, and I want to make sure Bobby keep his shirt on and shit because
Traumatized nobody.
Just living ghetto fabulous, man. I had 5 of my finest hoes, and we was just chilling from Little Hot, man. But I was just chilling, man. I was like, the cop gonna come up, pull behind me, he had the lights and everything. Get out of the car, get out of the car.
She's gonna be like, Daddy, that man got titties.
Hey, nigga, fuck you.
well, you say that for Champ too. You know what I'm saying? So
he got titties too. Big milk titties.
But so, does that answer your question? So I went.
Yeah. No, I'll say.
Let me chime in on that.
Oh, because I was about to
my hand.
Yeah, raise your hand. I'm first though.
All right, my hand's
so
raised.
the last time I went for mental health was when I went blind. I went blind. I was damn near suicidal, straight up, man. I hadn't lost my family. Fucking, my career was over. My motherfucking first dog died. Shit, man. It was rough for me. So
you sound like a country music song.
Yeah, it was, man.
I done lost my sight. Lost my dog.
Family gone.
Hey,
what did I do wrong?
I'm listening to you, Mike. Go ahead and articulate your point, my brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was living in the hospital at the same time, man. So I kind of felt like the world had just, you know, like there was no purpose for me. There was nothing about my kids go keep me alive, and you know I'm gonna stay alive for my kids and all this other shit like that. That shit didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? It was when you get in certain modes, man, you can't get out of that shit. So a lot of the times when I hear somebody say people that commit suicide, you know, they weak-minded. You know, I don't agree with that shit, and I take it personal because I'm far from fucking weak-minded. But I was right at that same level, and there was nothing that nobody could really say to you. It's you that have to pull yourself out of it. So I was going to counseling sessions. I mean, I'd never seen my fucking counselor. I didn't know what it looked like, none of that shit. But I was going.
Well, you was fucking blind. Of course you didn't know what she looked like.
I mean, yeah, of course. So I was going to try to convince myself of a reason to actually stay alive. So kids wasn't a reason, and you know, the clothing line, the music, none of that shit was a reason. I didn't have the fucking reason. And what pulled me out of it was, I went to counseling for 2 years, like 3 times per week for 2 years. But what pulled me out of it basically was a promise that I made to my mom at her funeral. Like that's the only thing that pulled me out of it. If not, I probably wouldn't be on this motherfucker talking to y'all right now.
Yeah, I remember having some conversations with you about this too. Probably about 2 or 3 years ago, when we were talking about it, and you know, the depression and everything. I think your circumstances are very, very unique to a degree. I mean, because that shit doesn't happen to anybody on any given day. You know, it's just not something that happens often. You know, but to add on to answer your question, and what I believe, Ed, is that if I could sum it up in one word, it would be why don't we go and see the wizard or see a psychiatrist, whatever the case may be. If I could sum it up in one word, I would say it's pride. I would say it's pride, because a lot of times when we're dealing with problems, or we're having problems in our life, we believe that we can handle it on our own, because we're used to handling things on our own. We're used to doing things independently and coming up with a solution. But sometimes that's not the case. And moreover, an initial factor is you don't know what you don't know. So a lot of times you don't know that you need to talk to somebody else, or you need professional help, or you're not willing to allow, I'm not gonna say you're not willing to, but you just don't know that you're facing something that you can't handle on yourself. And a lot of times you have to acknowledge those, I don't say weaknesses, because that's what they are. Know yourself and seek self-improvement. You have to acknowledge those shortcomings about yourself. You have to know yourself in order for you to even be able to say, hey, I need help. You know, and unfortunately, sometimes some people never get to that point where they can say, I need help, and they make that decision to just end the pain that they're going through, or the suffering they're going through, as you were just talking about, Mike. And then sometimes people just don't realize how to ask for help, you know? So I think, again, it's a lot to do with pride and understanding of oneself. I would say that's why the majority of us don't go.
So we're saying that, you know, it's a pride thing. Do you think it's an upbringing thing? Because I know me growing up, you know, you cry, you know, your parents, your mom, your dad, stop crying, boy. You know, you're kind of taught to hold your feelings in.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say this, Doc. I'll say this. If you directed that question to me, I'll say this, because I just had this conversation. If anything that you're facing in life, you have to make a decision, there's always a little voice that goes off in your head. And that voice is your conscience. And your conscience is nothing but a reflection of what you were raised on. The good things, you know, because ultimately we all know right from wrong. We know right from wrong. We know what's good, what's bad. And at the end of the day, we have to make a choice based on how we feel and what's going on in our head. I think everything has to do with your upbringing. And I'm not talking about just you as a child and how your parents reared you. I'm talking about I think we're all products of our environment.
You didn't order us all pizza? What you doing?
Nah, man.
Just doing chores in between the podcasts.
How important is it to maintain a positive relationship with your kid's mom?
Can I start?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, wait, before you start, Ed, erase all bias.
No, I'm coming real. All right. I think it is very, very important to have a positive relationship with your kid's mother. I don't even like using the word baby mama. Your kid's mother, the mother of your children. I think that is one of the most important things for the development of your children. This motherfucker's car is beeping right now. Uh-oh.
What are we doing?
Keep going, man.
Oh, my God.
Let's let the man make his point, you asshole.
Keep going.
Oh, really?
He's 6 now. He's 6 now.
For those who don't know, I have. Why is Bobby like this?
Hey, mute
why
Bobby or some shit. Bobby, what are you doing?
Still in the room.
Hey, I just muted Bobby. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Okay. I think that you have to have that great relationship, a really solid relationship with your kid's mom, man. And it's hard, but I'm working on it with my kid's mom. I've unblocked her, my second one. You know what I mean? I allow her to actually call me now, you know, because before it was just so toxic. So my kids, the development, the relationship that we have, you know, I wanted to be close to what I have with my first kid's mom, because my big kids, man, they're about to go to college. They're doing great in school. Her and I have an awesome relationship. So I think every man, even if it's not your fault with the relationship, we have to buckle down. We got to hide our pride and work on that. Because I'm telling you, I'm one.
Yeah,
who,
did you get
I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Did you get struck by lightning or what? Did you get baptized?
No, I've been going to church.
Look, you hear the change in this, man. So you know yourself and seek self-improvement. We've been telling you old crazy ass. You've been being
say did he get baptized?
facetious for the longest, and I'm glad you said I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, bro.
I'm serious. I definitely have been working on it, and I'm not sarcastic with her anymore. And
I'm glad.
No, you were an asshole.
Yes.
Yeah. You're man.
Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Who got that video? Somebody pull that video up. I know somebody got the video.
I got it, but it's going to take too long to bring up.
I ain't trying to go to jail. So yes, I'm glad I led with that answer. It was a great question, and help is on the way. God is good, and he.
So what made you change? What made you to say, "Hey, you know what? Let's let bygones be bygones, and let nature run its course. Let's look out for the development of our kids." I had
no conversation with her. I just knew that it was going to affect my children and the time that I could spend with them.
There you go.
And I want to be a dad that is able to be around his kids, no matter how much it costs. Yeah.
Hey,
Mike.
I agree, man. Because
hold up, Mike. Now you got is the Girl Scouts at your door or something?
I'm waiting on these motherfucking packages, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Man. Hey, Mike's old lady told him he better sweep and swiffer that house before she get home.
Okay, so I want to hear. So we all have a bunch of kids. All of us got at least 3 or 4 or more kids.
Hey, don't put my business out there like that. Hold on now.
No. So Mike, what do you think?
All right, so I just had this conversation with my daughter's mom today, and she was upset because I bought my daughter some rechargeable batteries, and I didn't consult her when I purchased these batteries. So I feel that yes, you should have a good relationship with with the mother of your kids. However, I think that some of them are out to control. If you're not the parental custodian, and they try to use some of that against you, and they try to control you with the kid. So I think the relationship's supposed to be good. However, it has to go both ways. I don't agree with that shit. And I'm telling you right now, I went off on her ass. Man, I bought some fucking batteries. Don't try to check me about no motherfucking batteries. I give you all this.
Hey, Mike. Hey, it ain't us.
God damn, calm down, buddy.
Hey, man.
Calm down.
That's what's up, nigga. Hey, I don't give you got Duracell or Energize. You better calm the fuck down.
Yeah. Motherfucker touch the goddamn nerve, man.
Hey, man, put them batteries in the Clippers.
So how hey, are you guys cool or what?
The berries out your motherfucking head.
Yo, so Mike, so how did that turn out?
I bought them fucking batteries. Shit, that's how it turned out. in the end, she was just like, oh, I need to consult her prior to doing anything for my daughter. Okay, well, I don't fucking consult you when I pay that damn child support, do I? You know, I don't have to consult you for that. When that check hit, you don't need no consulting.
So would it be safe to say that you guys are beefing?
I wouldn't say we was beefing. I say we had a disagreement, and no, I'm gonna do what I want to do as far as it's my kid, just like it's her kid. And if I'm not allowed to, you know, to see my kid at the time, then, you know, if my kid say, hey, can I have this? As long as she is performing and doing what she's supposed to do, such as getting good grades, and I know she's out of school right now, but as long as she's getting her grades and stuff like that, then I'm fine. You know, let me be a damn dad. You know, like, I didn't have nobody to buy me whatever it is that I was trying to get. You know what I'm saying? So my daughter's not asking for ridiculous shit. Hey, can I have $10 to buy V-Bucks for the video game or something like that? You know what I mean? That's me being a dad. I don't need permission to be a fucking dad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. I think it's important. I think it's important that you maintain an amicable, you know, things remain neutral at minimal, you know. You guys don't have to be like the best of friends or whatever the case may be, but I think it's important. I think it's important to maintain a healthy relationship. They try to use whatever leverage they can. Either that you feel that same thing.
Hey, you gotta mute Jimmy.
Hey, I just muted Jimmy. I just muted him. He got too much air going on there.
Yeah, that was
him out.
Going on.
Hey, come on here sniffing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, are you ready to talk? Raise your hand. Can you hear me?
Just so everybody know, Jimmy started coronavirus.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he did. That's just on his
COVID-18.
So I don't think I was done saying my point, but you guys get it. I think it's important. Let me ask this question to everybody in the group. Is jealousy proof of love or lack of trust? And rate your jealousy from 0 to 10.
I say jealousy is almost a lack of
So jealousy is equal to like dementia, man. It's a sickness. And motherfuckers, if you can't control dementia.
Nigga, dementia, you forget about everything, bro. Like, you don't forget about the shit that you jealous.
Bo, I forgot I was jealous yesterday.
I forgot about that bitch you was just talking to.
And it also makes you paranoid. It makes you think crazy shit.
Hey, Bobby.
Say what?
Bobby.
That's weed.
What's up?
I'm going to say it like this. I wholeheartedly believe it is a lack of trust. And it has to be a lack of trust, because if you have trust in somebody, you don't really get jealous like that because you trust what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have trust, that's when things change.
I don't know about that. I think jealousy is a mixture of both, honestly.
I think you need to buy some more furniture. Everything echoing in your shit.
If you live in a wagon and you want to talk about echo, you got a wheelbarrow pushing his shit around talking about echoes and shit.
I like it. I got furniture in that bitch. Come on, keep going, Chuck. Keep going.
You're a tour. Want me to anyway.
All right, keep going, brother.
So here's the thing. I think jealousy comes in different forms. I think it can be love, and I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. So love and insecurity, right?
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
So
I'm glad you said that.
You know, so me personally, I never really been jealous of anyone. But I feel that if I'm really jealous, that means tell me that I really feel, you know, I'm in love with this woman. You know what I'm saying? So I want it to myself. Now, however, if I was insecure about myself and I feel that she could go out and find someone else that's gonna fuck her better, take better care of her, that's better looking, or better anything than me, that's another reason to be jealous. You know, so however, and maybe even unfortunately, I've never really been a jealous person. You know what I'm saying? Again, somebody said something?
No, I'm listening. Keep going.
No, I heard some goddamn coughing and giggling and shit. So I figured I want to know what the fuck.
Ed doing some dumb shit over there.
He kicked me out, man.
What was he doing? What was he doing?
But
you know, that's it on there.
Eric, that's it right there, bro.
Hey, I got it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
No.
I hear you. Limo Charlie.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Jimmy, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
I think
Corona man.
it is a lack of trust, you know, because oftentimes in relationships, when you're jealous and insecure, what are you doing? You know, you're creeping on your partner's social media, you're looking at their phone, you know, on the low, and you're doing that because you don't trust them to tell you the truth. Who you talking to? Well, I'm talking to this one. Well, I'm going to look anyway because I don't believe what you're telling me, you know, because it's a serious lack of trust. So, yeah, I would definitely say it's trust issues.
All right, here we go. I got one for you, though. Devil's advocate, guys. How do you
I was going to do that, but you go.
This woman does not trust you. You must have done something wrong. You know, you must have did something. No one, every time you meet a person, i.e., if I meet you and I say, hello, how are you doing? My name is Ed. I automatically am trusting you. Now, you get 100% of my trust until you, Jimmy, can you mute it? Until you give me a reason not to trust you. Woman goes into a relationship.
But Ed, that's what you call baggage. Sometimes women.
Some people do have baggage.
Hold up. So here's the thing. Sometimes women and men, they can bring things into their present relationship from their past relationships, right? So with that being said, they can bring that in. But at the end of the day, it's still a form of insecurity.
As usual, every action is an equal and even reaction, essentially.
Is it even? Is it even, or it can be an overwhelming reaction?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Okay, can we pause for a second?
What's up?
Who's got the background noise?
I think that's Jimmy. I'm out of mute.
Jimmy James.
Jimmy killing us, bro. Jimmy, turn the goddamn radio off, bro. Yeah, I know it ain't you now because your ass is muted. That's why we know it's you. The sound went away when we muted you.
That was Jimmy's transmission.
Transmission having conversations.
He ain't getting no JCI. He not getting a JCI.
He ain't getting no JCI, no insurance, nothing.
I unmuted just now. I'm on mute.
You take that shit to the recycling when you're done with it. All right, go straight to the recycling. Don't sell that to
Actually,
nobody
Eric, I'm gonna sell you this car when you get here.
So it kind of goes into what you were saying earlier, Chuck. Like they bring in baggage, right? Or we bring in baggage. Whoever the party might be brings in baggage. That's it is what it is. But at some point, you have to have a conversation to know what's acceptable and what's not. And once you have that conversation, if y'all agree on the things that's acceptable and what's not, then you move accordingly. But if you don't have that conversation, it's assuming. Huh? What'd you say?
It's a room full of dogs. But go ahead, I'm enjoying this conversation.
That's what I'm saying. We acting like we perfect over here.
And I'm not saying, and that's exactly why I said I'm glad you played the devil's advocate, and that's why I'm saying it segues into my next question. Like, your deal breakers? Like, what are your deal breakers? Because if somebody's acting away and you haven't had that conversation, you can't hold them accountable to it because you never knew. Like, you know, some things might be like, okay, you shouldn't do this because we're seeing each other, we're talking to her because we be. Some things you just, you know, if you don't talk about it, you assume that it's okay because this is the way you've been conducting yourself the entire time. And maybe it's the same way for her. You know what I'm saying? So what will be like deal breakers in that instance?
Some people will tolerate something that another person wouldn't. So, I mean, it's just about, you know, knowing what type of relationship you're getting into and really speaking those things out. And then it's like, where are you starting on the trust factor? Some people, they just don't trust you at all until you have earned it. then they trust you. Some people, they start off trusting you, and then you have to lose it. So some people are different.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm going to add to what you're saying. The more you like a person, right, the more the more you're willing to deal with. Here's the thing. The more attracted you are to someone, the more you're going to deal with. You're more reluctant to deal with someone else's bullshit.
True. But then there's comes to times when it don't matter how big the booty is, you know what I'm saying, or how much money the dude got, you know, it's over. There's only so much you can deal with.
Fat ass. I love this bitch.
You sound like an old ass man. It don't matter how big a booty is.
Because he is an old ass man.
I really think that we are exceptional to what you are talking about. We all can look at relatives and we can look at childhood friends who have a cold ass chick, and they probably deal with so much bullshit. Or even our female relatives, they deal with so much bullshit. Their baby daddy, he may have the job, he may have the look, he might got all the things that she's not willing to give up, so therefore she's willing to settle and deal with the shit.
I would agree, but how many we all know a whole lot of black women out there who are bad and single. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it just depends. There's no one end all be all.
But guess what? They might be single, but I got a cousin. I have a childhood friend that will wipe our ass up real quick and throw a baby in.
You got a job though?
Man, you look at
niggas don't have no goddamn job. They just want the look. They want that. They want that look. They want that sex. They want that shit. You know what I mean? Right then and there.
Yeah, for a short time.
I don't think
that's
not
for a long-term
relationship. I don't think that's the majority. I think some people go through phases. Some people just not like that. But I think what we see a lot is the people who are like that are the ones that's like super big on social media and shit. What are we doing?
Wait a minute. Bring it back.
I can't even see it no more. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, keep on going,
that
Ed.
Was a screenshot.
This isn't fair. I have a question because I heard somebody say something. I want to ask a real question. All right. Here we go.
Go ahead and ask your question.
All right. So say you got that insecure lady, right? She's checking your shit. You really like her, because I heard people say when you really like somebody, you put up with shit, right? As a man, you like this woman a lot. What are you going to do to make her feel secure? What are you going to do to get that doubt out of her head?
How
far are you willing to go?
I'm not.
Hey.
If you got to do all that, then I don't want to deal with you. Plain and simple.
Absolutely.
If it's that much, I don't want to be with you.
Hey, yo, Ed.
So, no, I'm not going to do anything to make you feel more secure. Because if we already talked about, we had a conversation about certain things, and you still feel the need to do that, I don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Because now I know. No, listen. Now I know that.
It took you a long time to get rid of you. So
hold on. Now I know that you don't trust me. So now I have to work harder to prove that I'm not doing what you think I'm doing. Now it's an uphill battle. So we can never really be happy in our relationship because you're always going to second guess any and everything that happens. So I don't want to deal with that.
Get out. Sorry, man. Get out! Yo!
I would rather just move on.
I got a question for that, guys, because I heard kick the child, everybody laughing. I ain't doing it no more. How about you just be you? If you're a good person, if you're a good dude, and you right, and you're not doing nothing wrong, how about you just be you?
So
who said the person wasn't being themselves in the first place?
Hey, so that answers what you just said. So get the fuck out. You do you, and I do me. So
you like this girl. You like this girl.
No. So if you like that girl, now you have to question yourself. Are you desperate? Do you want to be with someone who doesn't trust you, who's insecure about themselves? Do you want to feel like you're walking on eggshells every fucking time you walk and talk and you move?
Hey, well, we all said some people come in relationship with baggage, but if you are a good dude, genuinely, I'm not saying this has to last for years or months, anything like that, but you do, because all women have baggage, all women have issues. Many women have been raped, many women have been cheated on. You know, you being a good dude and you being who you are.
Many men.
Many
men have too.
So Ed, I completely agree with you, but this is my whole thing as far as that conversation goes. When we first meet, we're meeting with trust.
Correct.
If somehow that got broken, I get it. And either party needs to work on that. But at some point, I'm trying to come home to some peace. I'm not trying to if I'm not causing no issues, I am not going to come home to an unsettled house. I'm not 20 years old. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm established. I have a career. I got everything that I need. I don't need you if you aren't bringing peace to this relationship. So that's my whole thing.
All right. And then my final question on this whole thing is to say, how long do you deal with the bullshit? What is your timeline?
There's no timeline.
How long do you deal with the bullshit?
So here's the thing. People deal with things. We all have different tolerance, do we not?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Like me.
So, Chuck, when is your enough is enough? When are you kicking the out?
Oh, it depends on.
Depends on how much you drink.
I might do it in 5 minutes.
No.
Wow.
But here's the thing, though, Ed. Everyone has a tolerance. You get what I'm saying? So let's say, for instance, if we all got a chick that we interested in versus a chick we're not really interested in, right? So if we got a chick that we're not really interested in, our tolerance, our threshold gonna be really, really short for her, right? Like,
agreed. 100% agreed.
But if we with someone who has potential and she might slip up here or whatever, now we might deal with it a little bit longer. But here's the thing. Everything has a deposit box, right?
Right.
You can only deposit so much money or whatever bullshit into this box. Eventually, that box is going to break open. Your box might be smaller than mine. My box might be bigger than, might be smaller than yours. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends on the individual.
I like little boxes.
Every one of us is individual. So
I like small boxes. Small boxes are nice.
Oh,
yeah.
So if the I'm gonna play along with you, Ed.
Okay.
If you cheat one time, do they have the right to do those things?
No.
Do they have the right to go through? So I'm gonna ask that question to you, Chuck. Do they have a right to go through all your shit?
You asking me?
I'm asking the group, but I want you to answer first. Like, if you cheated, and that's something that yeah.
She called me?
So. Sure.
That's a big difference.
She said she called me.
Then yes, but you know what else you know what else deserves it? You know what else needs to happen too?
What's that?
She needs to leave my black ass. She needs to leave me. Because here's the thing. I think any one of us that's in a relationship who wants to be in a relationship, we don't wake up in the morning thinking that we're just gonna wake up and get some more pussy or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
When people cheat, especially those that are in a long-term relationship or even a marriage, there's reasons that leads up to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if she want to go through my phone, or do I feel that? Do I may have to prove myself to her? Maybe I do.
Mm-hmm.
However, at some point, that proving myself to you has to stop.
Say again?
And that's assuming that you both want to continue with the relationship.
Absolutely. But here's what I'm not going to do. If there was a reason for me to, I know where this is about to go. I already
Go ahead.
know.
Go ahead with it.
All right.
If there's a reason for me cheating,
And so why don't you walk out the door?
so that's why I'm going at next. Hear me out. Hear me out. So,
Ding.
so, and I'm just speaking hypothetically.
Yeah, I know she there.
All right. So if I'm going to go out and cheat, right? Maybe I don't need to be in a relationship, or maybe I just come home and like, you know what? I don't want to fucking be in a relationship no more. Fuck it.
Nah, it's time to sum it up, gentlemen.
Yeah,
So, we've been at this about an hour and 15 minutes. So I if y'all let me, I just want to ask y'all to just give your last little statement. And until next time, tell me or tell us all, what you're going to do to make yourself a better person and make the world a better place without calling them all bitches and hoes. So who's going to start off?
Go ahead, Ed. You're the one talking. You go ahead and start.
All right. So I am, since we're going to start back next week, hopefully I will start my master's class. And also, I did speak about having a better relationship with my kid's mother. So I'm going to continue to do that and work on that relationship.
So what?
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. And we're gonna have to work at this every day, but I wanna do that because I want you. I want all of you, forever, you and me, every day.
I'm gonna just actually start saving a little bit more for my children's future, though. Till next week. Who's next?
Hey, I'll go next. I got it. So the first thing I'm going to do to make Ed's life better is I'm going to help him get his nose smaller.
That's helping the world, I guess. That's
Black Freddy Cougar over there, right?
But no, seriously, paying specific individual attention to my children, the things that they're around, and the self-betterment of not only me, but the people that are important to me, like the people that are on this chat right now, making sure that I'm doing everything that I can and should be doing. I mean, right now we got this coronavirus going on. We're all self-quarantined. There's no reason why all those little projects and things that we've always thought about doing, that we can't actively begin that process now. So I'm beginning that process now.
What's up? I am going to take action on more of those thoughts as well. The things that I think about, I'm gonna start putting certain things to paper. Most importantly, my goal is to pay more attention to myself. I know that I'm a very giving person. I care about the people that I care about, and I'll do anything for the people that I care about, i.e. these people, the people that's in this room right now. But I need to focus more on myself so that I can continue to better myself, so that I can continue to contribute to those people that I love and make them better people as well. So that goes in line with, continue on my education, learning more about myself, and just trying to be a better person all around. That's all.
There we go.
Not yeah. Again.
Yeah, I'm pretty much that's pretty much mine too. Self-betterment and just trying to make myself better so I can be a better friend to my friends, a better father to my kids.
You need to start back on the stairs more.
I challenge you all to erase that word from your vocabulary.
Oh, what's that?
Not the hard R, bro. Not the hard R.
Who we got left? We got
Bobby.
All right, who's next? All
right, here we go. I got it. So first of all, I want to let you all know that I think
Viagra.
What's that?
Viagra. Keep going. Sorry.
I think very highly of each and every one of you, and I have to say that it's my pleasure to be friends with you guys. So I would like to see each and every one of you guys grow. Wake up in the morning with a goal. Even if your first goal is to make up your bed. And I think, to me personally, I think when you wake up in the morning and you make up your bed, I think that tells a lot about who you are. Because when you come home at night to wind down, there's nothing like rolling back that blanket and the sheets and getting into a freshly made bed. I think we all know that what it's like waking up in the bed with sheets and all kinds of shit all over the fucking place, right? So I think waking up in the bed, waking up with a freshly made bed in the morning tells a lot about the person. So if that goes over your head, just think about it, okay?
Not only that.
Say again?
I said, not only that, you've accomplished something the first thing in the morning.
Absolutely. And for self-improvement, I think that what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to write out a budget. And what I mean by that is I feel that I spend a lot of unnecessary money doing shit that I really shouldn't do. So I want to write out a budget, and I want to hold myself accountable, and I want to challenge you all to something. I want to challenge everyone to saving $200 a month. Your $200 a month, you have to show it.
Okay.
So is that too much for everyone?
No, not
at all.
That's nothing.
No, that's an easy day.
So I challenge everyone to save $200 a month for 12 months. At the end of the 12 months, we can figure out what we need to do with it collectively. Whether it's treating yourself or coming together to put that money into something. So I want to challenge everyone from this point, from this day forward. And if you can't save $200 a month, show proof that you at least put $50 a month to something. All right?
Hey, we're going to go to Jimmy, then we're going to end with Mike. So, Jimmy, go ahead. Get it up.
Well, since, like I said in the Marco Polo earlier, it's Good Friday.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Every Friday's good.
But this particular day, we recognize, that Jesus died for our sins. So that's actually one thing I've been doing a lot more. Been doing a lot more praying. Been doing a lot more reading of my word. So just trying to really get into that, really get close to the Lord right now. And then try to really improve on that relationship. And somebody mentioned the stimulus check. Like I said, mine is already pending. So some of y'all's may already be pending too. Mine is 28.
Let me get a $5, man.
Hey, let me hold $10, dog.
It would have been 39.
Hey, let me hold $200 for next month. Let me hold $200
Hey, hold up, gentlemen.
Hey, Jimmy, was that your taxes or is that the stimulus?
That's the stimulus.
Gentlemen, hold on. That's part of our problem right there. Asking, can I hold $200? Let me have $5. No, how about let's invest in this business with that money? How about, hey, I got these stocks that I've just invested in that you should repurpose that money for generational wealth. That's what we should be saying. So
I agree.
Go ahead.
I agree, but I don't think that's our problem. I think that's a problem of our community. I don't think that applies to us.
Yeah, because I've been on Robin Hood.
Hey, I owe my baby mama $1,500 because I didn't give her no income tax money.
Well, I was gonna mention that I was gonna be investing more in stocks as well. So getting more into my word, strengthening my relationship with the Lord, and then like Don was saying, increasing the generational wealth by good investments.
Tithes and offerings.
All right, I like it. Hey,
all right,
Mike.
I'm gonna run past.
Put him up.
Well, we got closing remarks.
Closing remarks.
Oh yeah, man. My shit. I had to restart my phone, man. Plus got my packages. Hey, closing remarks, man.
The wrong dude to do this.
Look, I ain't got no closing remarks. All I got is I just, as y'all can see, I just got my mask. I just made my first one. Anybody need
Let's see it.
Hold on, put it on my face.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple on from you then.
Oh, hang on, put the phone down.
We didn't let Lil Boosie have closing remarks.
What did he just say?
I'm gonna slap the shit out of Ed. That's what happened.
All right, I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Coming in different colors, The
black. What you selling them for?
Yeah, $5, $10, $5. I'll give $5.
Hey, Mike, how many do you got right now?
One.
Huh?
Yeah, I got one. But
you got one?
He just said he made his first one. He won.
Yeah.
After him, pay attention.
Maybe he got busy in the lab and he made like 10. I don't know. But once you get that second one done, I'm gonna come pick it up.
Yeah, come pick it up. It'll be done before you get here. What color?
Send me one, man. Send me one.
I want one that look just like the one you wearing.
All right.
I don't want the one you wearing though.
Right. You don't want this one.
All right, Chance, y'all, it's time for me to go to work, man.
Get your ass on the border and do something.
Hey, when we doing this again?
Let's do this next week.
Hey,
oh no.
How y'all do those backgrounds?
We can do
it. Hey, so check it out. Hey, gentlemen. I'm about to hit it with the outro. Everybody stay on, and then after the outro, y'all figure out what y'all trying to figure out. All right.
Money boy. They don't make too many like me.